My name is Olamide, and this is
Oyidamola. Hi.
You can also call her Simbi. I think we are using Olamide.
Yeah, I'm also Simbiat. That's
Yeah.
my first name actually. Oyidamola is my middle name. But for the purpose of
The podcast.
blending or something, just
Yeah,
to get the
fitting
right
in.
gist to it, we made it O and O,
Ola.
Oyola and Oyin podcast.
By the way, she's on YouTube.
That's the first time I've seen that story.
Yeah, first time, right? She's on YouTube as Simbiat.
Yeah, I use Simbiat Academy on YouTube. Guys,
Please.
follow me.
We'll
Sorry,
leave
subscribe to my channel, not
We'll
follow
leave the
me.
link in the description, right? So you can just click and boom, you're there. See a lot of videos. You really like her when you watch her channel. Trust me. Yeah. So guys, today we'll be discussing some sort of sequel to our previous episode.
One of our previous
episodes, yeah, not the last one. So we'll be talking about taking feedbacks. The other time we were discussing about expressing oneself, which is coming from somebody that I'm expressing, just as I'm doing to you. Then she's gonna give me feedback, and then how do people react to feedback? How do people take it? Positive, negative? How should we be taking some of these things really? How we don't have it like a solution, we don't have like how you should be doing these things, but let's review it, let's discuss around how best we can, especially the negative ones here. No kidding. The positive one will make you feel elated. Your shoulder part will be like 100. But most especially the negative ones, how can we take it? How can we react? You have an experience?
Hi guys. Yeah. So by the way, if you're watching the channel, if you're watching us on YouTube rather, we're having granite and a drink. So you can just join us with granite as well and any drink of your choice.
Me, I'm stingy.
So I'm just inviting you guys to come and thank because while you're listening to us.
Alright. Yeah.
So talking about taking feedback, I mean it's one of the craziest things, as you said, especially when the feedback is negative, like antagonizes whatever it is you say.
Yeah.
Remember when I talked about in that episode of expressing oneself, I mentioned that there was a particular time where my YouTube video was doing well, but then I had like 12 likes to like 1 dislike.
Yeah.
And the dislike really wanted to ruin the whole, happy mood for me. This channel is doing well, the number of views are increasing, and then that dislike is making me to question the fact that are these people just liking my video for liking sake? This person just giving me like, is there one person? Because I watched one of this Nickelodeon program, I think he's Henry Danger thereabout, and what's the name of this girl? This Henry's younger sister, Piper, had to Jasper, Henry's friend. Sorry, I just have to bring that story in. Jasper's Henry's friend had this like a podcast as well, and nobody was listening to the podcast. And then one day he did something to Piper, and Piper wanted to get back at him, and then Piper had to listen to, like, he had like 100,000 maybe listen or view or something, and then some likes and everything, not knowing that it's just from one person. Like she had to buy everything just to get at you, and you feel like, yeah, my channel is doing so well and everything. So when I got that dislike, I kind of questioned that, is there like somebody out there that is just doing this thing for me because maybe it's not reaching the number of audiences it was reaching? I know you just have to start questioning yourself, but I feel like yes, in a good way, it's good for you to question yourself, but you having to totally write yourself off, having to focus more on the bad side, on the negative side than the positive side is really a bad thing. I mean, we know that in life, people say there is, for anything that has a positive side, there's probably a negative side, or there should be a negative side. Everything that has advantage has disadvantages. There's always a balance. Yes. So that kind of thing, I feel like when it comes to taking feedback, as much as whatever this person is saying about you or whatever the reaction is to whatever it is that is going on. Probably it could be you said something about something, and that's how you feel about that thing genuinely, and then somebody calls your attention to another side of the story which you've not probably looked at, because I mean you can't know everything, and you probably have not looked at that because you don't know everything. Don't become defensive. Don't blame yourself for not knowing everything.
Defensive.
Don't blame yourself for not knowing everything. Try to take it in and just work with it. And I get it. See, I'm not trying to even be self-righteous or something right now. There are times when people talk to me and then it gets, I feel very bad about it. In fact, I might even kind of hate you. I mean, it happens with even parents, when parents correct us and you're like, this better not be my parents' real life. How can you just do that to me? You just question me. But the truth is, growing up now, we know that it was all for love.
Yeah.
I mean, we see where they are coming from better. So the same thing happens now when people give me feedback that I didn't expect or that is not going the way I want it to go. I'm like, nah. And then in a little while, it might not even take more than 5 minutes or 10, sometimes more than that. But I mean, in a very short while, usually no more than a day, really, I think about it and I'm like, oh really, I probably was wrong then.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe there's some, maybe there's some truth to this, or I kind of just analyze whatever discussion we had and I'm like, no, I'm not buying that, or I think that's fair, or my anger is not justified. You know, I just kind of think back at whatever it is.
Good. That's a good place to switch now, because you are reflecting on the feedback.
Yeah.
And then you are processing it.
Yes.
Like, okay, what is this person saying? But what of you could have you have your option to react again.
Yes.
To give the feedback to the feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
And that's usually not like palatable, because you're at that point you're emotional. Say for example, something is coming negative, like you say something, somebody is reacting negatively to it, or you do something, somebody's giving a negative feedback, and you're like, can't you just say, you know, you're not trying to, and it could be a very positive thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, negative can turn to positive.
True.
Maybe that's something you should be working on, really, that the person was just blunt to say that, while every other person is trying to
massage your ego.
Massage your ego, something like that. Then that reflection part.
That reflection part. Right.
Granted, yeah.
Well, you know, when we talked about expressing oneself, we also talked about empathy a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it's the other person not being empathic. We also discussed in one of our episodes, we talked about process and everything. So sometimes when you see people's results and you just react on that result, that's why sometimes movie producers, when you see their movie and you're like, or movie directors and producers and cast and crews and everybody, when you see their movies and you're like, rubbish, they didn't do so well. I mean, they as much as fine, your feedback is nice. That's why people talk about constructive criticism as against destructive. So people be like, some casts or some actors or directors and everything, they take this feedback and they probably work on it. So some of them are like, no, you don't come from me, you don't come from my movie, you don't know what I put into this. This is like a 9-month project and you're coming in 1 minute to bash it.
To run it down.
It
might just be like 5 sentences.
It might just be like, so when you come and, you know when somebody say, you're fat, and meanwhile, maybe you've been thinking about it yourself, and you probably are not doing anything.
It's like validating what is going through your head.
You're not doing anything about it.
That's why it's paying you.
No, it's not even paying you. I'm just, okay, sometimes it might pay you because it validates the thing and you don't want it to be true. But let's assume that you accepted that this is who I am. But somebody says it to you, and I mean, it doesn't hurt that bad because I know that this is who I am. I'm fat. And then 2 weeks down the line, I decide to go for a gym, this thing, and I'm working out. And you know, sometimes you might lose weight, but physically it's not obvious.
Yeah.
And then I have lost like 3 kg from my exercise for like 2 weeks. I mean, it's been hard on me. I've had to cut down on some diets, things that I really love, and I've had to put so much work into it. Sorry that we keep using weight loss and everything, but really it has its health impact and its health challenges and everything that impacts. So
Yeah, it's not the
So,
only example,
So as I was saying, you've worked for 3 weeks to do this,
Yeah.
and then somebody meets you again and you're like, you're fat, and you're like,
because you've been putting in the work.
because you've been putting in the
Very
work now,
small.
you're like, is there something
But
wrong with
they
you?
did not know now.
Yes, they did not know, but it just,
That's it. That's where taking feedback comes in.
it's just, where is
Because-
it coming from? Why do you think you have the right to just come at me and say, I'm
Don't
fat?
fall something.
I'm fat. You know that, okay, there's this particular actress that she just all of a sudden became big. Like she goes from
Big ups.
like a plump shot. Let me say big.
Okay.
She went from like a say size I don't know what size is. I'm just trying to guess now. Maybe like size 10 to like size 12
I don't
or,
know about the
or
size
14.
thing.
Yeah, but she just grew from like a little bit smaller to something bigger, and people came like, oh, this blah blah blah. Yeah, this. People have opinions. You're pregnant. Blah blah. This and this again. You're already eating.
Opinions.
You know, people come at you for different things, and deep down, she was battling eating disorder. I know people think it's weird to say people eat everything, but there's actually a condition of eating
Yeah,
disorder.
there
Some
is.
people don't have loss of appetite, while some people have like increased appetite and they keep eating. And then sometimes it's also stress. I mean, it's shocking that stress can also increase people's weight. I don't know. I think we're already tilting this conversation into a lot of health, weight, kind of weight gain and weight loss topic, but that's not what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah, it's
talk about.
feedback.
I'm just talking about feedback. So sometimes people don't know what people are going through, but they say whatever it is that they're saying, expressing themselves. But now it is your turn to take it in and see. As much as you want to, if the feedback is bad, you want to be angry. Remember the times where you also receive positive feedback that you might not even deserve, and you took it like
Negative
an acceptable
feedback
word.
don't come every time.
Yes.
I
You know,
think
there's
for
sometimes you get
everybody-
positive feedback now, and you know that you don't deserve that feedback. Like not like
True.
self-impostor,
True.
imposter syndrome now, but you really think that wasn't. I mean, I
You're
know what
whining me.
happened.
You're whining me.
Yes, well,
Good.
okay.
Let's stop there.
Okay. I know what you're going to. Right?
You know, taking feedback. Sometimes somebody is genuine.
Yeah.
Genuinely, okay. When you're looking beautiful today, I like your makeup, this and that. And like, sure you dey whine me. This happens among students, among young guys, and like, hi, Baba, I like your sneaks. And I'm like, no, forget it, now small thing. Like, you just water down your own compliment.
Yes.
That's like a so. I don't know. It happens a lot, but why do we do that? I'm trying not.
I think it's all based on humility. We're trying to be humble. We're trying not to take credit because somehow it's God.
Now God
Everything is God.
Now God
So
do.
we're trying. We feel like when we take those credits, it's like we're taking God's
And you're
credit
proud.
sometimes. Like,
Sometimes
you're
like you're
proud.
proud.
Like also, you know, I mean, it's also like you're taking. It's God that did it. God could have done it for someone
And the
else.
flip
and
side
then
is, if you keep saying, I know my shirt is nice,
people
will be like,
think that you're proud. Really,
they even expect you to say it's good.
it's God. But
So
now,
it's crazy,
a few people are trying to change. Some
Change
people are
that,
trying to change the narrative and saying, yes, you can be humble and still take the credit and still say, oh, yes, I put in a lot of work and that's why we're going to
for the
do it."
makeup thing. I
And
know
then-
you guys do a lot of things.
Yes.
Like 1 hour you're still there, and if somebody is
That's one
complimenting
very
makeup,
crazy thing.
if somebody is complimenting makeup, you guys should own it to your chest. Like, yeah, thank you. Aww. And I know
But
you
let's
guys
talk
do
about
that thing.
taking, you know, in taking feedback as well, there's also the aspect of taking compliments, which you just said.
Yeah,
Me, like myself, I don't do so well with taking compliments.
even me.
And I sometimes give compliments, but sometimes in my head I'm like, people might think it's flattery, and I mean, you don't want it to come off like ingenuine.
Yeah.
But that's by the way. Let me talk about me receiving the compliment. It's sometimes hard because I mean I have imposter syndrome, and so most times when you give me that compliment, I'm like, that's not
You're like,
me.
what
That's
have I
not
even
me.
done?
That's not me. And then sometimes I'm just really shy to take this compliment.
Yeah.
When it comes to makeup,
Shy.
for instance, if I do a very good makeup and you say, because I feel like attention is going to be on me when I wear makeup and all of those things, and you now compliment me, I'm like, are you trying to just ease the is the compliment. Like it make me feel at ease with this makeup or something. I mean, but these days I'm getting better at it. I mean, I could just say thank you.